Hey, welcome to A Blossoming Life, where I like to share natural DIYs, DIY projects, and healthy recipes. So today I'm going to share with you my all-time favorite natural DIY product. It is hair gel. I actually have naturally curly hair, and so I like to use this product a lot, and I hated that I was using like conventional mousses for the longest time, and that, you know, it was not natural and has fake fragrances and other chemicals in it that I didn't want to put on my body. So I started coming up with my own recipe. Now other ones I've seen don't have anything else besides the gelatin, and that really dried my hair out, so I did not like that at all. So I added a couple things extra to it to help give it moisture, and that way it wouldn't dry it out. Now this DIY hair gel lasts all day long, gives you soft bouncy curls, it's not hard, and you don't need like an absolute ton of product. So all you need to make this is 3/4 of a teaspoon of gelatin. You can use whatever gelatin you like. Do not use Jell-O, you might have colored hair. So just use plain gelatin. Aloe vera gel, this is the one I use. It's natural, it has very minimal ingredients to it, and then also some olive oil. Luckily, we're doing this project because we are about out. So you could use a different use a different oil, like one that's good for hair. Argan oil is really good for your hair. Jojoba oil might work too. I usually just use olive oil because that's what I have on hand, and it is cheap. You can, use the other oils; they're just a little bit more expensive. And then water. So all you're going to do is you are going to combine the water, and this does not have a heat on it, so this is just cool water. And then you're going to sprinkle in the gelatin. And then also you're going to do 1 tablespoon, which apparently I need my tablespoon. Baby locks, man. So after you add the gelatin to the water, you're going to do 1 tablespoon of aloe vera gel. And then you're just going to mix these together. Let's dissolve. So with gelatin, you do have to use cool water. You don't want to use warm water because then it won't dissolve. So now that it's dissolved, I'm going to put it on the heat. And it just needs to be like low to medium. So you're going to bring this up to a simmer. There we go, it's simmering now. Yay! So you're going to want to let it simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then you're going to take it off the heat, add olive oil, and any essential oils if you want to. I'm going to add some Calming the Child today from Plant Therapy. I love this one. I like to call this Calming the Mommy, because when I'm stressed out, I think it helps. So, I mean, why not start your day when you have trying to get your hair done and trying to get ready with some calming essential oils. Now there's definitely some curling creams and gels that are more natural that you could definitely try. I started making this hair gel a long time ago because I'm cheap, and a lot of times those natural products can be really expensive, and so this was one way to save money. I wanted to go natural and save money at the same time, and making my own products like this hair gel was the perfect way of doing it. Alright, so now that is completely simmered, I'm going to take it off the heat. And now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of olive oil. There may be just 1 teaspoon left. And then if you want to, you don't have to do this, this is totally optional. You can add a couple drops of essential oils. And I'm about out of this one. Good thing my order is coming tomorrow. Alright, so you're just going to mix this up. And the oil is going to separate a little bit, and that's totally okay because we're going to keep mixing it up about every half an hour or so in the fridge. And if you forget it, don't worry, it's okay. If you do forget it in the fridge for a couple hours without mixing it, just mix it up then. It will turn like solid, it'll turn into like Jell-O. Basically, it's basically Jell-O for your hair. But it'll turn into Jell-O, and that's why I still like to mash it up with a fork just to get any clumps out. And sometimes even when you go to use it, you'll find that there's a few clumps in it, and that's okay too. I like to just mash it between your fingers while you're putting it in if there are any giant clumps. All right. So I'm just gonna pour it in here. And then stick this in the fridge. You will definitely notice that the oil does float to the top. And like I said, that's totally fine because we're gonna keep mixing it up and so it will get dispersed. But the oil really does help leave moisture in your hair because the gelatin can be dry. So after it's been cooling for a while and I'm mixing it up every so often, I will come back and I will show you how to use it. Because I mean, my hair's done today, so I'm not gonna do, maybe tomorrow I'll come back and show you.
All right, not gonna lie, I totally forgot this in the fridge for like a day. So that's not a big deal if you do. Usually wanna let it set for at least an hour, but then you're just gonna come through with a fork and you're gonna mix it up really good. Try to make it in as small little chunks. All right, so I just recently showered and washed my hair so it's nice and wet. So to use this product, you're just gonna put it in your hands and I like to try to smush it a little bit. Make sure to get any of those big chunks because remember, it's kind of like Jell-O, it's kind of weird. But so you're gonna smush it in your hands and then you're gonna run it through your hair. I usually like to start at my root and work it down. Scrunch it a little bit. And you kind of have to know what your hair is like. So where it's, the frizziest, where you wanna, make sure you use a lot of the product. Now you can blow dry your hair. I usually like to try to scrunch it a little bit, let it air dry for a few minutes, and then I like to blow dry it. And when I blow dry it, I do it on a low heat. I like to, go like this, run it through, and then I'll also scrunch it a little bit and run it through to help keep the curls. All right, and that's it. I'm gonna go blow dry my hair and I will be back. This homemade hair gel gives you perfectly soft curls that last all day. They're not crunchy. They look great. They stick together great. Not frizzy. This is seriously my favorite DIY natural product because it works so well. So it will stay in the fridge for 2 weeks. It could be on the counter for up to a week. And then you'll just have to make a new one. That's it. Perfect curls with natural hair gel that you made at home. Come back, we share one new video every week on how to make your own natural products, healthy recipes, and DIY projects. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to subscribe.